Hey everyone, welcome back. So this is my video collection of all my horror titles that are on these shelves here. If this is the first video you're checking out, quickly catch up on what's happening. We've got everything organised in decade. So I've got 70s, a few pre-70s which I threw in that video which is already up on the channel. And then we've got 80s, which is today's video. So, you know, apt shirt as well for Humanoids of the Deep there, an 80s movie. Probably my personal favourite decade, I would say, closely followed by the 2000s, where I sort of hit my teen years and started getting into horror. So yeah, without further ado, let's just start going through the titles. Not going to talk massively about all of these, it's more of a just to show what I've got kind of thing, rather than a review of every single one. We'll be here all day if I did that. So yeah, let's get going. So the first one is an 88 films of 80s Scream Queens. Three movies on, you got three movies on there. There we go, you got Nightmare Sisters, Deadly Embrace and Murder Weapon. So yep, 80s Scream Queen movies. They're not amazing, but they're 80s and they're cheese. That's all we need. Got the 4K set of Alligator 1 and 2. Ooh, sliding out there. So yep, Alligator 1 and 2, really nice box set. I'll do the traditional blue, you know, blue tube thing where you got to knock the box. And then we've got an Italian horror, I think this one is here, which is Amazonia, the Catherine Miles, is it? Yeah, Catherine Miles story. Do have a soft spot for a bit of cannibal movies. American Werewolf in London. The Beyond. The Blob, one of my favourite 80s movies. Burial Ground. Now, some of these are still sealed just because I've upgraded them, or I've had a different version before and then, yeah, basically got a newer version or a slipcover version, or I've put them in these protective wrappers, so if they're like a nice slip on there, like The Burning, really good film. Yeah, so I've just put a little wrapper over the top. And you've got Cannibal Ferox, Cannibal Holocaust, should be the uncut version in there. I did double dip on this one, which is the 88 films version of the 4K of Cannibal Holocaust, but I think that one is cut from memory. Got this second sight version of the Changeling, so do that Bluetooth thing again. You can tick that off your bingo list for Bluetooth bingo. Yep, really good spooky haunted movie, haunted house movie. Child's Play with a slip on there, really nice. Chopping Mall, just absolute 80s cheesy fun. Robots in a shopping mall chopping, well, not even chopping people up, shooting people with lasers. Just, yeah, everything you can think of. Almost personifies what a good cheesy 80s movie is for me. Christine. Creepazoids. Creepshow 2. The Arrow set of the Critters series. Grew up on the Critters movies, so you got 1, 2 and 3 in there, and 4, sorry, don't forget 4. Yep, really nice box set. Then we got Cujo, Day of the Dead, Death Screams, The Dead Pit. It took me ages to get to this movie, and I absolutely just thoroughly enjoyed it. Superb film. Delirium. And we've got the Devil Hunter. The Evil Dead. The Evil Dead 2. The Fly. I do also have the other set which I had in my 70s collection, which has got the original movies in there. John Carpenter's The Fog. Fright Night, From Beyond. Now this I don't think I've clarified yet. Basically anything that is a box set that may have multiple years in, so some movies might span from the 80s but then go into the 90s with their sequels and so on and so on. I basically put those box sets wherever I sort of mostly think of that that franchise sitting. For me, this one is a good example of 80s is what I first think of when I think of this series, and that is the box set of Friday the 13th. So yeah, really nice box set. So you've got all the Friday the 13th movies in there, currently anyway, and yeah, obviously these do span out of the 80s, but like I say, just keep the box set in the 80s because that's where I kind of think of when I think of that series. Got the Funhouse, The Gate, Ghost Story, Ghoulies 1, 2 and 3. I have a real soft spot for number 3. Grandmother's House, Halloween 2, Halloween 3, is it Hell of the Living Dead? Yeah, Hell of the Living Dead and Rats double pack. Hellraiser Trilogy 1, 2 and 3. Hills Have Eyes Part 2. And The Hitcher. Then we have the House collection. So you've got House 1, 2, 3 and 4 in there. We have The Howling, Humanoids from the Deep, Invaders from Mars, Killer Crocodile box set with 1 and 2, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Leviathan, Lost Boys, Luther the Geek, Massacre in Dinosaur Valley, Monster Squad, Motel Hell, The Mutilator, Near Dark, Night of the Comet, Night of the Creeps, Night of the Demon, Nightmare on Elm Street, the set of Nightmare on Elm Street which I had previous to that edition, so that has I think 1 to 7 if I remember rightly, yeah, 7 nightmares in there. And there we go. The original Pet Sematary, Phantom of the Mall, Eric's Revenge, Piranha 2, Pledge Night, Poltergeist, Poltergeist 2, Poltergeist 3. We've got Prey, or The Prey, Prince of Darkness, the original Prom Night, limited edition set, The Prowler, really good special effects in there, like practical effects, Pulse, Pumpkinhead, Reanimator, Return of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead Part 2, Scanners, The Shining, Sleepaway Camp, Sleepaway Camp 2, Sleepaway Camp 3, Slugs, that one is Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2, I think that's the 4K set if I remember rightly. Yep, Slumber Party Massacre 1 and Slumber Party Massacre 2. Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowlerama. Spookies, Street Trash, The Stuff, Tenebrae, and you've got Terror Vision here and the Video Dead double pack, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, They Live, The Thing 4K, The Toxic Avenger, Toxic Avenger Part 2, Troll, also includes Troll 2, Vamp, Videodrome, The Wraith, possibly not quite a horror, but still it's in there. Extro, just bizarre, and Zombie Flesh Eaters 2. That's it. That is all my 80s horror movies. Ones that I've seen anyway. There might be a couple more still in the watch pile, which I'm not recording. I'm just going to do those as and when. Maybe on the next time I do this whole video series. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Any favourites of yours down there, let me know down below. And I'll see you again for the next collection video. Cheers guys, bye.